Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil game. And we are here with our part 3 of our Papua New Guinea qualifying run. We are in round 3 of the OFC zone. And it's a bit of a long, drawn-out process when you go through OFC qualifying. So I do apologize if it is broken down into little mini parts. But hopefully it's a little bit more digestible like that. We have this group here with New Zealand, Solomon Islands, and Fiji. The last few groups that we played, we only had to play the teams once. But I don't know if we had to play them twice or not. I'm really not sure. Let's just have a look at the calendar. That might actually give me a little bit of a way. Yeah, I think we had to play them twice because we got Solomon Islands twice there. And then there's a friendly match there. Go a little bit further down. And then, yeah, of course, we got the 2 matches there. So we have to play them twice. So I think this is the last one, possibly. We have a big match coming up against New Zealand, who are arguably the strongest team in the OFC zone. So it's going to be a lot to take them down. We've got a couple of players that are in bad form, but not too much of a problem. Can Papua New Guinea beat the likes of New Zealand here? I think the group is rather tough, you know. Solomon Islands are quite a tough team to play against. And we also got New Zealand, of course, and Fiji as well, who we haven't played yet. So there's definitely a reason that you could say that we could probably get eliminated in the 3rd round here, especially when we got New Zealand. But we are at home, so maybe that might be the difference maker here. Papua New Guinea are going to be looking for a shock result here against New Zealand. I really hope that we can make the playoffs. There is a potential here to upset New Zealand. We're at home, and I think we played, the last friendly match we played was against China. And we drew against them. Now, China are a 3-star team, I think, on this game, or 2.5. So if we can draw against China, we can definitely beat New Zealand, I think, based off of that result. Struggling to sort of find space offensively against New Zealand. They are a bit more of an aggressive team in the OFC zone than the other island nations that we have to go against. This half has been really boring. I'm not even gonna lie, it's actually been really dead. It's just been a bunch of fouls and not really much happening. It is half time and it is 0-0 between these two. I mean, I guess that's probably the best I can expect out of this game. Up to you. Through ball, and oh, good save. That was a good chance, but the angle was against us. They crossed it in, and New Zealand, oh, there was a bit of a mix-up. And Chris Wood was denied there by the goalkeeper and the defender. It is a corner to New Zealand, though. What can they do? It's crossed in. Header, and it's gone wide. We really haven't sort of imposed our will as much as I would have liked against New Zealand. It's still 0-0, and that's still good. But yeah, I would have thought that it would have been a more exciting match, but it hasn't actually turned out that way. Come on, push. Oh, still got it here. Come on. Down to you. Keeney. Keeney, whip the ball in. Ah, unlucky. Headed back into the box. Please don't be... Oh, of course it's offside. Oh, this match has been so dead for, you know, a game against New Zealand. New Zealand haven't really done much. And we've been the ones pressing and stuff, but we just can't get past their defence because they're just too good. And it's 0-0 at full time. Not bad at all from Papua New Guinea. The one negative point I could really take from that was that it was a bit boring. But the next 2 games will be more exciting for sure. Our second match of this group is against Fiji, away from home. Hopefully this one will be a more exciting match than we had against New Zealand. Fiji are currently top of the group after a win against the Solomon Islands. So I think that if we're not careful, they could beat us and extend their lead at the top of the table by a considerable amount at the start of this qualifying group. Through ball, and somehow all the way through they pushed too far forward, and Jack has tapped it in for 1-0 to Papua New Guinea. How about that? Straight away it is 1-0. I don't know what they're doing here. Nice little poke past the keeper, but where were the defenders? Honestly, I don't know where they went. I just did a random through ball to Jack and I just found myself through on goal. Hands, just skip past the defender. How easy is this to get past Fiji's defence? It's 2-0. And in the 12th minute, Papua New Guinea are flying against Fiji. I mean, it is Fiji. But yeah, I mean, I would have thought they put up a bit more resistance than this. Here comes Jack. And couldn't really get past him there. Got it back. Got it still. Through ball into the box. And it's just out of reach. Fiji haven't really done an awful lot to press my goal. And it's all been about Papua New Guinea in this sort of first 30 minutes or so. Go on, through ball here. Yasasa. Is there a chance? Into the middle. Oh, to the wrong man. Still kind of got it. Still got it. Go on. Go on. And it's deflected over the bar by my own player. And that is half time with the score at 2-0. Easily could have been more. I think this is just a nice game that we can kind of just sort of relax and sort of just think, yeah, we've already got the victory in the bag. Jack on the ball. And it goes out for a corner. Fiji are tightened up defensively. As expected. We are running out of stamina as well. Header, and it's just caught there. But yeah, we're running out of stamina as well. And it's tackled, but they still have the ball. Here they come, and a bit of a mistake. And that's not going to be a penalty. And that's going to be it. Papua New Guinea have beaten Fiji 2-0. All the goals happened within the first 15 minutes of the game, and then the game completely died down. So yeah, I mean, decent 3 points, and that puts us at the top of the group now with 4 points. Fiji are probably just behind us. I'm fairly sure New Zealand probably beat the Solomon Islands. Let's just have a look. Just quickly go through all these results. Yeah, 3-0. So it's going to be a very close group if you look at the table on the right hand side. So New Zealand are actually top on goal difference. Papua New Guinea are second. Our third match of qualifying is against the Solomon Islands. We are at home for this one. A bit of a neighbour derby sort of type match because obviously these two countries are right next to each other. So it's important that we get this victory because straight after this match we got them again away from home. And then after that, we'll have New Zealand. I'm fairly sure that New Zealand are going to keep up the pace unless something shocking happens, like, you know, if they lose against Fiji twice, then we're not going to have an easy run going into the final game against New Zealand. So we really have to just keep pace with them. Come on, Papua New Guinea. Let's get one over our neighbours again. Here comes Foster. A clear path to goal. Is there a chance? Yes, there is. An early goal again from Foster this time. And that is 1-0. A clear path all the way through. We just had to sprint on through and smash it into the bottom left-hand corner. Hands. Hands goes for it. It's deflected. And yes, we scored the nasty deflection for the Solomon Islands. And that has made us score with Davani. He came in from the wing position and he smashes it into the bottom corner. 2-0 to Papua New Guinea. We're doing well so far against these sides. I mean, we should. They're the exact same rating as us. It's just, I'm so worried about the last game against New Zealand. That could be the defining point in the whole campaign. We're going to go into the half with a 2-0 lead. Can we build on it just for the goal difference sake? I mean, I really want to just get a massive victory in this group just to put it out there to New Zealand that I'm not messing around. They cross it in and a poor ball into the box. They haven't had any chances to really try and get back into the game. We've been really solid defensively, able to tackle no problem. Crossed in, header, and yes, that's another goal. Davani with the header, and that is 3-0 for Papua New Guinea. And yeah, game over, 100%. Solomon Islands haven't really done much against me. Good cross into the box, good header as well. Goalkeeper probably should have saved it, but he's a low-rated goalkeeper, so we'll let him off. Solomon Islands really pressing here, crossed in, header, and that was their first chance of the game. I'm not even joking. First chance, and that happened. It was a really weak attempt. I guess the quality of football really does stop some of these sides from actually pressing forward and actually getting goals and stuff. But yeah, no, it's just not really that much of a challenge for Papua New Guinea as we win 3-0. New Zealand beat Fiji 4-0, so that means that we're going to have a 2-horse race for that top spot, I think. I mean, we've both got 7 points, but the goal difference is in New Zealand's favour. I think for this match we'll throw on a couple of players that are in the reserve spots just to make it a little bit easier. We've got a few players injured, a few players that are actually out of stamina as well. We're back against the Solomon Islands, but this time away from home. Not far to travel between these two sides, and yeah, hopefully we can do it again and beat them away from home just to get some more points. I'm also praying that Fiji get a good result against New Zealand, maybe a draw or a shock win, just to pin them back, because, you know, New Zealand are going to run away with this group if we slip up. Through ball. It's Keeney. Can he whip it in? He has, and that's actually gone in. I thought the goalkeeper got it. And Wasi has scored to make it 1-0. How about that? I honestly thought the goalkeeper had this. I thought he did, but no. And even the defender at the back looked like he was going to header it away because he was taller than me. But it just went in anyway. It just came off of Vasi's head there. A bit of a mistake from the Solomon Islands to concede that, and that is 1-0. Early on, yet again, Papua New Guinea strike first. Papua New Guinea look really sharp at the moment. They feel sharp on the controls as well. For a half-star team, they really do feel good against these other, like, sort of one-star and half-star teams. So there is potential to give New Zealand a better game in the next game we play against them. Over the top here by the Solomon Islands. Come on, keeper, go for it. Oh, good save. And, oh, just hitting the side netting there. They definitely are more livelier than they were in the previous match. That's for sure. Through ball. We're in behind with Sito. Gone into the middle and poked in. And that is 2. Another goal for Vasi. And that is 2-0 to Papua New Guinea. We love to see that. We love to see this kind of play. We are really, really sharp against these other nations that are the same rating as us. Half time, and it's 2-0 to Papua New Guinea. Vasi with both the goals coming off the bench. Well, not off the bench, but he was a bench player. It's 1-0 to New Zealand so far. So there is room for Fiji comeback. The Solomon Islands have a corner in about the hour mark of the game, crossed in and headed. We just got rid of it. Nothing doing again from the Solomon Islands. They just haven't been that brilliant. They're pressing. That's good ball movement and just wide from the Solomon Islands. That's probably like their second attempt or something. Again, not much of a challenge here. You know, a team the same rating as me, not really doing an awful lot, but you know, it is what it is. I'm literally just waiting for my chance to try and beat New Zealand. That's all it is, really, OFC. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect the region, but like, I bet most of these teams sort of think to themselves, like, okay, if we can get a good run going, then all we need to do, oh, that was close. All we need to do is just try and beat New Zealand. And if you can beat New Zealand, then you have a chance to go to the playoffs. You really do. And that's what I'm waiting for, and that's gone in. And that's a hat-trick for Vasi. What a header that was. I think that's like the perfect hat-trick, isn't it? He's scored. Oh no, he has scored already with his head. Okay, fair enough. I was about to say, I thought I got 2 tap-ins and a header. Solomon Islands pressing. Could they get a consolation? They have. Okay, well, it wasn't over when I headed it in, and the Solomon Islands get a goal. I completely mistimed all my tackles and they just smashed it into the bottom left hand corner. And that is going to be a 3-1 victory for Papua New Guinea here, and another decent result. Literally a hat-trick for the reserve striker Vasi. And yeah, we move on to our next game, either against Fiji or the big one, New Zealand. Fiji actually drew against New Zealand. Oh, that's a massive help, Fiji. I can't believe Fiji did that. Nice one. Alright, so that means that the group will look like this. We are 2 points clear of New Zealand with 2 games to play. Our 5th match of this group is against New Zealand away from home. We've got the big game now. If we can win here, then it'll basically secure top spot. If we lose or draw, then, well, obviously if we lose, then New Zealand go above me. But if we draw, we'll be in the same situation, and then we'll have to beat Fiji. Foster, edge of the box. Oh, what a save! Oh, Papua New Guinea could have scored that. It was deflecting all over the place. I was like, what's going on? And then I just had to hit it back at him, and the keeper saved. Really well done. New Zealand pressing, cut out by Papua New Guinea. It's been one of those matches again where we get close enough to shoot both of these sides, and then it's shut down by the last defender. Half time, it's 0-0 still. I mean, 0-0 still not bad because we can still win against Fiji in our 6th match, and then we won't have to worry about this game. But if we lose, then of course, then we're gonna probably not qualify. Man, oh man, this match has been drab. It's been so boring, this match. Like, I cannot believe that these two who are sat top of the group are playing like this. It's been dead. Apart from the shot we had in the first half, dead match. Go on, Devani. Oh, it's blocked. Constant blocks and stuff. That's what's making the game boring. Come on. Through ball. And, oh, good save that time. And, oh, another good save as well. Maybe the substitutes that I'm going to throw on now are going to make the difference. I've done a triple substitution to try and inject some life into this game. Some more life into it. We really want to win in order to, you know, try and actually qualify. This is literally the match that we could qualify from if we win. But so far, both the sides are not really doing a lot to do anything about it. 5 minutes of added? Are you trying to punish me? 5 minutes of added. Oh, hang on. That again. New Zealand haven't really had many shots on target either. It's been... Oh, I just can't stress enough how boring it's been and how uninspired New Zealand have been in front of goal. Over the top. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, no. It's just defence. That's all it is. It's all about defence for New Zealand. Why did they play like that again? It was okay, it's a draw, and that helped me. But again, it nearly sent me to sleep. That's the table on the right-hand side. So, yeah, New Zealand still within 2 points of us. If they win their last game and we drop our last game, then they will go through. But the way they played against us twice in that group, like, they're not going to go through if they play like that again. Our last match of the group is against Fiji, a match we desperately need to win in order to secure qualification. Papua New Guinea have done so well, being unbeaten in this group and only conceding 1 goal, and that was against the Solomon Islands. So we're looking strong, and apart from the New Zealand matches, we've been really good. Ball roll, up to you. Is there a chance? No, and no header. I mean, come on, you need to throw yourself at that header. Papua New Guinea on the verge of qualifying for the playoffs. Crossed in, and again, not really the cross I was looking for. We haven't really been that sharp in this match. We've had a couple of shots, but I knew that this match would be annoying because we're playing for something. And the game recognises that, so it makes it slightly harder than usual. Fiji are pressing, and that's offside. Another offside in this gameplay, like constantly offside. It's so frustrating. Like for both teams as well. Like me and the opposition have been offside so many times. It's so draining just to try and go forward and then it's just like offside, offside, offside. It's half time and it's 0-0. I bet New Zealand are winning against their opponent as well. It is... Oh, it's 1-0 to the Solomon Islands. Alright, okay. Hopefully it stays like that. Through ball. Is there a chance? No, man. I mean, that should have been a pen. He literally wiped me out. In behind, and that's going to be offside. The amount of chances we've had in this game, and it always comes down to the crucial game. The crucial game is always the one that is the most frustrating. You better hope that New Zealand haven't won their match. You better hope. You better hope. And you better hope it's enough as well. Because we have been absolutely terrible in this match. Go on, up to you. Vasi. Come on. No! Oh, I tried to lay it off and Fiji again tackled me. We don't deserve to qualify if we can't beat Fiji. I'm sorry. Like, we don't. We don't deserve to qualify if New Zealand are beaten by the Solomon Islands by a massive margin and they overtake me on goal difference, then we won't deserve to qualify. Horrible match. Horrible. Like, get me off. Get me off. Get me off the stadium. Get me off the pitch. Okay, thankfully, they bottled it against the Solomon Islands, but that match against Fiji was horrendous. A horrendous performance from Papua New Guinea. And you might be saying that I'm quite harsh on the team, but we had like 10 shots on goal. Like, have a look at the stats. Like, we're top, which is great, but where's the stats? Oh, they're not going to come up. Fine. Alright, so our Intercontinental Playoff Round 1 matchup is against Canada. We made it to the playoffs, and those are the 2 matches we have to play against Canada. And then after that, I think we have to play someone else somewhere around this part, right? Around here? Or is that it? I'm not sure. Yeah, so we gotta play Canada, and then after that, we'll have to play either Japan or Venezuela. Am I right in saying that? Or do I just automatically go through? I seem to remember on 2010 that you have to play 2 matches. I don't know if it updated or whatever. I really cannot remember. But I'm going to end it there. We got out of the group. We got out of the OFC. And we're in the playoffs with Papua New Guinea. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this part. If you did, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always. And I'll see you again for the next video.